Hey everyone. In just a few short hours, the election polls all across the country are going to start closing. And I know that many of you, your hearts are restless and your hearts are burdened, which is why I'm in here in the sanctuary at the church, praying and reading certain passages for you, not for the election, not for the results, not for my candidate, but for you. Because I know that your hearts are restless and I know that your hearts are burdened. And I also know that if you're going to continue to follow the live results of the polls as they close, your hearts are just going to become more restless and they're burdened. And here's the thing, and here's what I came to you to say. As people of faith, our hearts should not be burdened. Our hearts should not be weary. In fact, what we're going through reminds me a lot of what Jeremiah and the people of Israel were going through in Jeremiah chapter 31. In Jeremiah 31, Jeremiah and all of the people of Israel, they found themselves completely displaced from their country. They were experiencing a ton of political turmoil, sounds familiar, and they were experiencing a lot of cultural unrest. Again, it sounds familiar. So Jeremiah and the people of Israel, their hearts were weary, their hearts were restless, their hearts were burdened, much like ours are. And what God did is He came to them and He said this. He says, I will fully satisfy the needs of those who are weary, and I will fully refresh the souls of those who are faint. Then they will say, under these conditions, yes, even under these conditions, I can enjoy sweet sleep when I wake up and look around. See, as people of faith, that's our hope. That even under these conditions, when we wake up tomorrow morning, regardless of what the results are, we can experience that sweet sleep. We can experience that rest and restoration. We can experience a life of hope, not based off of the results of some election, but because our hope is found in Christ. Here's the reality, guys. Tomorrow, we know that certain things are going to be true. We know that when we wake up tomorrow, there are going to be winners and there are going to be losers. We know that when we wake up tomorrow, we will be on one side of the fence, while other image bearers of God will be on the other side of the fence. And we also know that tomorrow, when we wake up, unfortunately, our country will still be divided. Those are things that we just know to be true. But as people of faith, we also know these things to be true. We know that our hope is not in earthly kingdoms that crumble. Our hope is in the eternal kingdom of heaven. We also know as people of faith that when we wake up tomorrow, regardless of what candidate wins, Jesus is still king, right? Regardless of who president is, Jesus is still king. So I know that your hearts might be burdened, they might be restless, they might be weary, but as people of faith, your hope is not found in the results of an election. Your hope is found in Christ. Keep that in mind, keep your head up, and find some rest in Jesus. I love you guys. I will be here and I will continue to pray for you.